Klasic Kollectibles video. I apologize for my saying that I was done with videos for this year. I forgot about three more action figures that I have left to do. They are 2016 the Black Series Sergeant Jyn Erso action figure. So I do have those left to do. So this being the last day of Revenge of the Sixth, as I celebrate it, we will go ahead and do these last three action figures for this year. Let's go ahead and start with these. These are just quadruplets that I have left when I bought the Black Series when these came out, and I have one set of this particular action figure for my private collection, and then I have a second, a third, and a fourth. So I'm letting these ones go for sale for $5 each. They are brand new in the package, mint, factory sealed and unopened. So I think they're a pretty good deal. And we'll just go ahead and clean them off a little bit. They're not dirty, but I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing to them, which is with the pre-impregnated with polish and wax from doing my classic guitar channel. I use this rag to polish and wax off my guitars. So with this microfiber rag, which is pre-impregnated with the residue of the wax and polish from doing my guitars. So we'll just go ahead and we'll do each one as done. And again, this is Sergeant Jyn, Jyn Erso, E-R-S-O, and Hasbro Disney, 2016. These are brand new in the box, factory sealed, in perfect condition, collector condition, and I'm going to be offering these up at $5 each, which is a good deal, considering they're brand new in the package, and they are of collector grade. So they're pretty good. And it won't take long to do these, and this will definitely be the conclusion of my videos for this year. I originally said in my last video that my previous ones were the conclusion for this year's videos, but I looked down when I was done with the video and looked down at the floor at the ones that I had, and I said to myself, oh, well, I got these left. Whoops, I forgot. So we'll do these real quick, and these don't need a whole lot of work done to them, as they are brand new in their package, so there's not much to do on these. We'll get these done, and they are Black Series, Hasbro Disney 2016, Sergeant Jyn Erso, or Erso, and they're actually pretty cool, and they are just triplicates that I have when I bought my set. About a year later, these came up for sale, I think at Walmart. And I bought these for, I think, $3 or $4 or $5 each, just to have extras in case the ones that I bought from my collection got damaged. Then I would have a replacement. So I bought these as just a backup, and I bought these three. And I have found that I don't need them, so I'm letting them go at $5 each. They're in perfect condition. They are factory sealed, pretty neat. I also have the larger figures, larger size ones in the Black Series too. Those are pretty cool. I like the Black Series. The Black Series has kind of come under a little fire for being too expensive. Because, I mean, I think the retail on these when they first came out was like $11, $12. And people were like, that's a little bit too much for a 3.5-inch figure. So they flooded the market with them, brought the price down, and these are still collectible, but the market is really flooded with them. I've seen people sell these for as little as $2 and $3 new in the package. But now that some time has gone by and the movie is now 4 years old, there's less people selling these. So the price of these and the value of these is starting to go back up a little bit. So I think I'm very fair at $5 each on these. That's not unreasonable. I'll show you the back of them, of course. There's not much going on the back of these, unfortunately. Just, choke warning and, things like that. A little bit of information. I think they could have made the back of the packages of these a little bit more information. The image of Sergent Jyn Erso could have been a little more pronounced. It's kind of dark. You can hardly see him in the cam here, so I think they could have made the image a little more pronounced on the Black Series. And I've heard that complaint before, where a lot of people complained that the Black Series was a little too black when it came to the packaging. And I kind of agree with that, pretty much. I really do agree with that. I'm going to grab a fresh juice, and I'll be right back.
The readings are pretty garbled, but I'm still inclined to think that there is a malfunction in the holodecks matter conversion nodes. Photonic energy leaking into the subsystems could certainly damage the nodes, and it might have created a defect in the program that occurs when Vector shows up. A defect that dematerialized our people.
I'm not willing to accept the fact that Harry and the others are gone for good. The molecular patterns might still be there, and if they are, we might be able to rematerialize them. The only thing we can do is go back in and study this energy surge, find out what exactly happened.
Anyone who goes back in there might wind up just like the others.
A hologram can't be converted into energy. You're the perfect choice. How do you intend to transfer me out of sick bay?
We'll have to modify your data stream protocols and imaging systems. The detective simplifies things. The projection systems are already in place there.
There's not much to say more about these. Whoops, that was unsuccessful, trying to flip them over all at once. It didn't do any damage though, I promise. Oh my. I'm a little tired from the weekend's party. I had 3 days of Star Wars, and I've had people come over for sales and friends and 2 parties, so I'm pretty tired. I'm very happy that I did it, but I'm really tired. I'm always very tired at the end of it. shouldn't have tried to move them that way.
Modifications will be finished.
But that's okay.
Computer, text of ancient Earth epic Beowulf, including historical annotation and cultural references.
Data compilation in progress. Doctor?
So again, we have the 2016 Star Wars, the Black Series, Sergeant Jyn Erso, or Erso. That's spelled Jyn space ERSO, Jyn Erso. And they're pretty cool. I mean, I like these. They come complete. They have 3 different weapons in there. Rifle, pistol, and then another little mini rifle. Yeah, I think they could have done better on the packaging on these. I understand that they have to put warnings, choking warnings, but they really made them really too invasive and large. They could have made them a little bit smaller. They could have made the image of her a little more pronounced. Maybe they could have added a little silver or something to the image. And the choking hazard warning is just too large. And the age print for age, E died, I died, 4+. They could have made that a little bit smaller. Had I been a package designer, I would have definitely done that. The print they could have made a little bit larger. Again, they could have made these warnings a little bit smaller. You know, I understand, you know, Star Wars has come under fire a lot of times for choking hazards, and they really want to make their choking warnings really big and pronounced, and I understand that, I get that, but I think over the years people get it now, and they could have made these a little bit smaller, you know, is all I'm saying. And the image of her could have been a little more pronounced. I think they should have put a little bit of silver in her image, or made the image a little more pronounced. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot negative to say about these. I know that sounds like I'm saying a lot of negative, but it really isn't. I really like the Black Series. I have virtually every Black Series figure and toy made. I have every single one. There's not one that I don't have. These are just quadruplets that I have. I have one set of my own to collect, and then 2, 3, and 4, and I'm offering these up for sale because I no longer need them. So
shield maiden.
We have never met, and yet you know my name. Are you a sorcerer?
No. It's simply that your reputation precedes you. A warrior of your skill. You're quite famous where I come from.
I did not know that word of my deed has carried to all lands. Tell me what you have heard.
No.
excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So, unfortunately, another year has come to close on Star Wars Celebration. I'm always disappointed at the last day that I celebrate. Because Star Wars is one of my favorite things in life. It really is.
What is your name?
So I can look forward to Star Trek Day, which is 4 months from now. On September 8th, we will be celebrating Star Trek Day. So I'm looking really forward to that. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to have another party, and we're going to show Star Trek movies and Star Trek documentaries and the big auction that they had years back. And there's a documentary for the big auction that they had for that. So I already have that all planned out. I'm going to have it catered again by Subway Sandwich. And we're going to have friends come over, and we're going to have a party for 2 days. And we're going to have a real good time. I'm going to do some Star Trek toys and reviews. It's going to be real fun. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to it every year, so. Excuse me.
Sorry to hear that. But with your permission, sir, I'd like to stay here tonight and wait for Grendel. To what purpose?
You know what? I'm going to give a close-up view with the webcam. I don't generally do this, but I'm going to do it just for the heck of it.
I have a mission. Your name means nothing to me. There are no songs of your deeds, no stories of the battles you have fought. Who are you to believe you can slay Grendel? I'm simply a warrior. I'm only concerned with Grendel. I have no quarrel with you. Indeed you do. And if you will fight Grendel, then you will first prove your worth to me. Defend yourself!
So there you have it. Just a quick close-up view. Pretty cool. Of these great action figures in the Black Series. Like I said, I don't have too much to say bad or indifferent. I should say indifferent about the Black Series. Other than their packaging could have been a little bit more, a little more pop to them. Their warnings a little bit smaller. Her image or the image of whatever character a little bit brighter, just a little bit, and the Star Wars logo a little bit more. I understand it's Black Series, and I get that, and I understand that. It could have had a little bit more. I think if they would have added silver to the images, it would have given not a lot of silver. I'm not talking about high bright silver. I'm talking about just a little bit of silver. It would have gave the packaging just a little bit more pop. That's just my opinion, and I've discussed this over the years with several other people, a lot of other people, and they agree with that for the most part. I've only had a few people tell me, no, you know what, I like the package the way it is. But the general consensus is the packaging could have had just a tiny bit more pop to it, even though it is called the Black Series and it's supposed to be kind of dark and subdued, except for the red lettering and the red backgrounding. And I've heard that the Black Series was going to go originally all black. Everything was going to be black background, black lettering, black, everything. And they decided, you know what, they're not going to do that, especially when it comes to the warnings and the choking warnings. People could then turn around and say, well, I didn't see it. I didn't see the choking warning because it was too black, it was too dark. So there's different theories on that. thank you for joining me on this. Definitely, this is the last video for this year, 2019, Star Wars Celebration videos on the Black Series. Sergeant Jyn Erso. Really cool. These are just triplicates that I have extra of that I'm offering up, and they're really cool. I'm offering these at $5 each. I think that's a pretty good deal. That's good fair market value for them. And I thank you wholeheartedly for joining me this year on my reviews. And may the Force be with you, and happy collecting.